the most beautiful and the most intelligent way to live is to access God's wisdom. The reason Baba gives us this wisdom of the drama, which is a mystery for majority, is this deep habit to try and control the uncontrollable. And it's not just the desire to control the situations or control other parts and their behaviors, but it's a very subtle, unconscious desire to control. What emotion or feeling should arise in this moment? What this moment should feel like? What should be the experience in this moment? This desire to control becomes very easy to let go of by understanding and accessing the wisdom of the Supreme Teacher. By knowing what God knows, that each one's own drama is guiding us to the right place where we need to be. Each one is getting exactly what the being needs. Every moment, the experience that is needed is emerging. Very clear seeing happens with Baba. And by letting go of this desire to control, actually, mind surrenders to the soul. In this natural letting go, don't know what the next word will be said or what is the next word that's going to be heard, how the next moment is going to unravel. There is no fear of the unknown, but there is beauty, clarity, and curiosity. That the being feels with the Father, because there's no fear of uncertainty. Because the being knows he's beyond harm. Which is why Baba keeps showing this being of light, his eternal form. And as this eternal being, in his eternal form? Does he need to practice to be who he is? Just see yourself with Baba in your eternal form. Do you need to practice to be a bodiless soul? Do you need to think to be a bodiless soul? To be a thoughtless soul? Do you need to do something to be who you are? See this very clearly now. But can you see from this practiceless place in your eternal form? The practicing person who's trying, working hard. You, the eternal being, can you see? Who's trying to be more soul conscious with more practice. You, the futureless being, with Baba together, seeing from a distance. We are not against the practicing person, no. We're just seeing the practicing person with Baba. Baba and I. Who don't need practice to be who we are, but we can see this show of a practicing person. So do you see this practicing person who has a past, You, the pastless being, is seeing it, and the futureless being is seeing it with Baba. And now, how it has so many different ideas about how I can be more soul conscious. Just see it in your Anadi eternal Swarup with Baba. Again, there's nothing to like or dislike about this practicing person. Do you see how all these thoughts together has created this practicing person? From your Anadi state. And how much you, the being, is so merciful like the Father. The biggest and the highest mercy I, the soul, can have is not imbue or instill my sense of reality into this imaginary practicing person. Who seriously feels, I really need to do a lot to be a soul. I have a long way to go to be a soul. These are the thoughts which make up this practicing person. And soul can see this very clearly. The bodiless, thoughtless, storyless soul. Then there are other thoughts which make up the practicing person. I'm nearly there, almost there. When Baba says, you're almost there, it's very different from when the practicing person hears it. Baba is saying that remove this layer of this thought, and you'll see you're already that. That's the only distance. When the practicing person hears it, the imaginary practicing person, it starts into getting into the process of doing something to add more to itself, to become better. and accomplish. And so it creates this practicing person creates more thoughts and more thoughts to become a better practicing person. Truly, the journey from personhood to selfhood is to know there is no journey. The idea of journey also exists within me, the soul. The idea of journey is associated with this practicing person, which exists as an experience within me, the soul. And I can see it from where Baba is. With absolute clarity, using his wisdom. Because Baba knows that awakening starts with the practicing person. But he wants to make sure it doesn't end with this imaginary practicing person. Because this in itself can become a very strong spiritual identity and keeps the doer absolutely alive. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy for the ego. To survive. So see your eternal form. Free from doing, free from thinking, free from needing to be, free from the dimension of name and form. You're not someone who's married to working as, living in, named as, practicing this or practicing that. You're just a living light. Who belongs to the Supreme Light. Just a witness, simply a witness. And the observer of this so-called, quote unquote, I'm a practicing spiritual person. With that said, activity will still happen. Doing will still be there. But the sense of self is not imbued in it. And the self knows all of this is happening as an activity within me, the soul. This is the play of hell and heaven within me, the soul. This is the play of the deity and the demon within me, the soul. It's also this play of the practicing person wanting to come out of hell is also an activity within me, the soul. Just a pure, silent witness of it all. This is why Anadi Swarup, eternal form, the absolute truth of the being, dissolves the dysfunction of the mind. Purifies the mind. And then mind ceases to stand alone as separate from the being. and then merges in the source that I am. This is why Baba is constantly reminding, being beyond, stay beyond, be the light that you are. And see this marvelous play that has emerged from you, the being. First, know who you are. Then Baba says, I will tell you the greatest story ever told. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Does it really resonate to you, with you? When Baba is telling us every day what is within the soul, what is within the soul. Hmm? Hmm? Freedom is right here, right now. You can experience it now. Hmm? Do you see the beautiful Anadi Swarup in which all of this that is here is all seen? Huh? Aren't these like the most marvelous manifestations?
I see is a as you said, is a practicing person
Mhm.
seeing. I mean, the practicing person seeing as eternal roop. But Baba says you are not this one. You are the beyond of. You are the one observer of the
Yeah,
practicing mind and practicing person, because
yeah,
the trauma is within you. You're not
yeah,
in the drama.
yeah.
So So
Mm.
this is a beautiful sister. You explained. Thank you. It's got the deeper understanding. What is
Mhm.
eternal roop? Yes, eternal Sarup is thoughtless, actionless, bodiless, emotionless. Everything is less. is complete. Baba bring it to zero. Really. So nothing left. Only just left is to just be observer, to see the whatever the script is assigned by the drama, by nature and drama. Just play as a detached. Be just like Baba always says, be a trustee, surrendered.
Yeah. And it's so beautiful. No, we can even let our personal theme play out. It's okay. I am this being. From me, this personal theme is playing out. Beautiful, isn't it? And each one's personal theme is so right and so beautiful for them. It's guiding them back to just help them to know there's nothing to really do to be who you are. Just know you are this, and from within you, all of this is manifesting.
Yes, now is more and more it seems everyone's part is accurate. There is nothing wrong with them. I mean, the physical is seeing something wrong, but yes, internally, deep down has now is conviction. No, it's a perfect. Whatever the physically see something and wrong things or anything, but it's still perfect. Because this is how the drama is designed.
Yeah, each one's unique drama is designed perfectly. Yeah. Couldn't be better. Yeah. And that is why today's Murli, we are reading that Murli of Avyakt Bap Dada revised. I don't know how much time we will have to read it, but we'll albeit start and let's see where it goes. Yeah.
Is it
Date?
Sunday's Murli?
No, I think it's 22/11/72. We can read Sunday Murli also. We haven't finished, no?
No, only 3 paragraphs.
Oh, okay. So we can read that one. No problem. Okay. So what was the date for Sunday Murli?
24. 24.
Okay. So Baba is saying, what is the original sanskar of a Brahmin soul child? Is it anger or tolerance? Now see you, the living light. Baba is talking to you and he's asking you, the soul, what is the inherent nature of the being that you are? The inherent nature of the being that you are is complete patience and tolerance. And within you, all these sanskaras can exist of anger. So, what is it? It is tolerance and the power of peace. Is it not, child? You have very easily made the defects your sanskars. And defects means what? Something which is not belonging to you, right? That you have owned as yours. So Baba is saying, now you have believed that to be your inherent nature. That is all Baba is saying. Yeah? So you have ground them into yourself in such a way, child, that they even continue to emerge when you don't want them to. Means this is me, this is I. Agar if I can just see this is just an experience within me, a non-essential experience, a transient experience within me, then it's not grounded in me. बोलते ना अंदर दबा लिया, पी लिया है जैसे उसको, as me. So Baba is saying, you have ground them into yourself in such a way that they even continue to emerge when you don't want them to. In the same way, grind every virtue into yourself and let it be your sanskar. Now, this Baba is talking to the being that is completely beyond all sanskars. Yeah? The being that is just a being of light, a silent witness. Baba is having a conversation with this being that is pure living light. And to that absolute light, Baba is teaching that soul, reminding that soul, that living light. Yeah? Constantly, yes, sorry?
This is December 24, right?
Yes, yes.
And what's the beginning of the paragraph?
It's a fourth passage. Constantly remember what your original sanskar is.
Okay.
Right?
All right. Thanks.
Yeah. Constantly remember what your original sanskar is. Now, who can remember his original sanskar? Practicing person?
So the practice of person only know the acquired sanskar.
Yeah. And wishes to have what the mind has kind of, okay, seen, okay, Baba is saying that that must be me, practicing person. A wish, a hope, a desire. Hmm? Yes, for the soul, Baba is showing, look within you, there is this sanskar, there is this sanskar. And you, the soul, has been giving power to this all this time. Now you, the living light, has to give power to this. This perfect being, right? That constant being of peace. You are the power bank. You are the powerhouse. Hmm? That light that is empty of all sanskars. Isn't it? Can you give power? Do you know yourself as that being? Do you have any sanskars in the home? No.
What is complete is
It's just
there
a
is a
point.
nothing there. It's just like a raw form is there.
Yeah, nothing. Nothing is the word.
Nothing there. Because even though the soul doesn't know about himself is over there.
Exactly. But
No
in
thoughts,
confluence
no
stage,
recording.
exactly, in confluence stage, you can know that form of you.
How
In
amazing.
home, you cannot. Yeah. In home, you cannot know it. But in confluence age, whilst in the body, you can know your purest form, which is without any story, without any thought, without any script, without any ego, without any change. You can know you now. The way you are in the home, you can know that now.
But without, cannot say the without, but yes, all are there, but you're not touched by all those, not influenced of everything, right?
There is no awareness
No,
of
over
who
there is no awareness, but here,
you
as
are. Mhm.
know the eternal form, yes, I
Yeah.
know the eternal form,
Yeah.
but obviously the mind won't stop. It just keep.
Mind won't stop. That is why Baba is saying this is constant activity going on. This is the constant activity that is going on in you, the being of light. That is why confluence age is the age of re-emerging the actual power of the soul to be able to live in golden age, silver age. To half the cycle, you are able to live without knowing your truth as you are. You're just living it. You don't know it. And
Yeah,
you're not.
as it. Just like you are going as it.
Yeah. So that is why you don't know anything and you're still able to withstand the ever changing aspect of the mind and nature, everything, without feeling you're not a soul. Because all this power is emerging here in confluence age. Hmm? Because here you know your eternal form, and here you also know the constant activity that is going on moment by moment in you, of all the sanskars that are constantly playing within you. That is why Baba says, leave that to me. You just pay attention to your eternal form. True? Hmm? Just pay attention to your eternal form. Like the soul was speaking to someone in the home today, and I could see there was a certain feeling in me that in me, the soul, there was an activity of this particular feeling of and it's not somebody as part of this family of this person called Rini, but it's somebody out there, somebody outside. And I could see a certain sense of a feeling that why should I give this to her or him? And I'm seeing this Anadi Swarup ki being, I'm seeing this activity of this selfishness of the person. And then I could also see that there was another good person that wanted to give something good to this neighbor. Yeah. And I am in my innate, inherent sense of just being absolutely loving myself and being peace and being love that I am. And I'm seeing these sanskaras playing within me. Do you see that? You're seeing these sanskaras playing within you.
Sister, then what is the then difference between the eternal Sarup and the detached observer? Is it same like? Is I think the same? Because
Yeah.
eternal Sarup, you are observing everything, your minds, whatever the minds give your thoughts or experiences.
The difference is detached observer can still be practiced by the practicing person. Eternal Swarup cannot be practiced by the practicing person. Hmm?
But as you said, sister, the eternal Sarup has free, free of thoughts, or free of actions, or free of any movement and everything. It's just being who he is.
Yeah.
So, but then how come he's observe everything when just because he complete detached, is complete untouched by the external environment, external this whole game.
So I'm uninfluenced even now. I'm unaffected even now. But when I am the being that I know my seed form in confluence age, I'm also very aware of the activity of the tree within me. But majority of the times, even now, when we are saying detached observer, I can tell you majority are still
Caught up.
caught up in being the practicing person as a detached observer. That is why eternal form, go into your eternal form, know your eternal form. More you know yourself as that. Detachment is not a doing from that space. You're not doing detachment. You're not becoming detached. That is just the natural nature of who you are.
Mm.
You're not practicing detachment.
Got it, sister. Now it makes sense. Yes.
Yeah,
Even though just like you're not in the mind too, you're not that you're just like complete unaware of everything. You are there but unaware of everything.
it is like I am just like Baba. I'm not this or that. I'm
That
just like Baba. And then I can experience my sense of innate, inherent joy and love and peace whilst I'm seeing this beautiful kaleidoscope of sanskaras unfolding within me. My peace is being untouched. That's what Baba said. No, your tolerance and the power of peace is untouched.
and this is a good point, sister. Just like a lot of we heard this, just you mentioned this is the one you going beyond and staying beyond. Before we attain this experiment or whatever you say, we know the eternal form. What is the eternal form is how we embodiment of being as internal form. I just have this complete knowing
Yeah.
I am who am I. Then I able to be go beyond and staying beyond, because then automatically my sanskar and nature is like this.
Exactly.
While doing everything, even performing action, I'm beyond of everything. It's just
Yeah.
like Verma Baba's best example. At the last time he was experienced this one, he was doing but he was not here and not here.
Yeah. You can truly be completely in a natural way without efforting, without trying, without doing. You can be who you are. You're not choosing to be detached. You don't have any other option because that is who you are.
Yep, sister, that's true.
Yeah. This is why sharing it practically, what it looks like, I'm seeing all this kaleidoscope of sanskaras unfolding in me, but either being am truly just knowing that only my pure feeling can come into action. Yeah. Only my pure feeling can come into action. So you are in action, but you are still beyond sound.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm? So spend a lot more time, you, the timeless one, in your eternal form, the way you are in the home. And then from there, you will be able to see this entire shift of the entire play and activity of all these sanskaras taking place within you without being influenced by them. And choicelessly, optionlessly, you will come into action from your eternal state. Yeah. Because somebody asked this one today, that, sorry, I'll read this much and then I'll share their experience. Very beautiful, they have shared. So Baba said, you have grounded them. So constantly remember what your original, you, the being of eternal light in your eternal form. Know your original sanskar that is there in you. The other is the property of Ravan that you have made your sanskar, you, the being of light. You have given your life and you have given your power to this, that which was never yours. You have given your sense of identity to that child. How many of us get fears every day in some form, in a subtle form or the other? How many of us see fears arising within our own selves that we are, the beings? Within us, you see this fountain or a stream or a river or an ocean of fear coming. Yeah. In very, very subtle forms. Yeah. Yeah. If nothing else, oh my God, what if I make a mistake? What if I do something wrong?
Since yesterday, I was constantly thinking about this. Then I taken your class. Then so much relief. Got the so much relief. Why the sadness is coming? Why the loneliness is coming? Those souls are very good than me.
Yeah.
How the what kind of practicing I'm doing? This thing is coming constantly, Didi.
Yeah, yeah. And this is just nothing but old sanskaras in action within you, the being. So when I, the being, so that's why Baba said not to see the weakness, because practicing person has tendency to judge one's own weakness. Very good. And that is true, no? That's why Baba is saying, what are you paying attention to, child? Do you know who you are? Do you know your eternal form? Is there anyone better or worse than each other over there? As that being, do you accept that whatever you're practicing person may be in there inside of you, the being? Does it define you in any way? Does it? So really know your eternal form the way Baba knows it. First and foremost, 100% attention on that.
Then I think so. We don't say the going beyond, we staying beyond always. So then we remove the word going beyond.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Then none of the activity within you can trap you. Yes.
This quarter is always there, na?
Sorry?
This quarter is always there. You don't even come to know how it traps the like eternal being. The minute we start practicing, and we're feeling very good, and I don't know what happens. Gradually, any thought comes, and we forget the doubts and the story making. This sanskar, like the like says, I'm finding that this image is making lot of stories.
Yeah. And doubting, you said doubt,
Huh.
it's very important to know. Baba says at the end, Maya will come in the form of
Doubt.
doubting.
Yesterday, I was feeling the same doubt feeling. Can say.
Yeah. Self-doubt is such a deep sanskar. I'm not
But
good
yes,
enough.
sister, we experience right now. So we are experiencing, yeah, doubt is, self-doubt is very, very deep sanskar.
Very deep sanskar. And that is why Baba is saying, know your eternal form. Can you from there see the doubting person in you? Doubting whether I'm practicing right or not, whether I'm doing right or not. Yeah, that is how Maya opens the door to get in. Yes.
ये चिपका हुआ है अंदर ये
Good to know nothing can stick to the soul. Nothing can ever stick to the soul. It may appear it's sticking. The dream and the nightmare may feel very real, but it's not you. But understand, you have the dream state and you have the nightmare state within you, the dreamer, the being of light that you are. It's in you. It's in you.
when we practice eternal soul, we feel so good. And for
But
some,
practicing person is practicing eternal soul.
then again, it's practicing. My God, so many things are there. One after
It's
another.
one thing and one thing alone. There's only one thing to pay attention to. How is Baba seeing you?
It's like many, it feel like sometimes a many person sitting in the mind. So one talk, there's one, this, yeah, they just like the many, just like when the sitting in the
That is
living
why
room,
he's
there
a
are many
practicing
conversation.
person. Yeah, that's why it's a practicing person who's sometimes practicing this, sometimes practicing that. And that's okay. It's all within you. It's okay. There's a practicing person who's practicing to be an eternal soul also in you.
You know, sister, in the movies, in the before in the movie, the someone they showing is a person in the dilemma and unable to make the decision. So they're seeing, they create the imaginary three people and they give the advice to even some wrong, some good, some in the middle. The same thing is really that moment didn't understand why they are showing this way. And now is understanding this is our mind is creating those
Mind has created
different
many, many
thoughts and
images. Many, many dolls. There's a doubting doll, there's a jealous doll, there is a competitive doll, there's a comparing doll, there's a kind doll, there's a nice doll, there is a practicing doll,
fear
there's
doll.
a fearful doll. This is all in you. And it's all attached to this one body.
तभी रावण के 10 मुंह बताते थे ना,
Yeah.
10 all the
Absolutely.
different types of faces of Ravan.
Absolutely. That's why Baba always says Maya is Bahurupi. That's why Baba also has to take many forms to
Make us understand.
make us understand it.
Really, while listening to the class, mind sit as if calm, na? As if, and while
Ready
after
to
class, if we
ready
say in Hindi class also, then also mind very good listener, very calm and quiet, nice. While listening to the class and while listening something listening, na? And otherwise keep on coming and coming and coming. Attention we pay maybe up to 10 a.m. After that,
But it's
again
good,
for
na? It's better than nothing. It's better than before.
Yeah, much,
That
much.
is the see, this is again another roop of Maya. It is another doll which says, not good enough. You haven't done enough. Does it say that? Yeah.
This is also not satisfied from the own effort.
Not satisfied with one's own effort, impatience doll.
Yeah.
Unsatisfied doll.
This mind says that Baba is be helping you so much, giving you such Baba himself, giving you Murli, this class, Hindi class, English class, but still you are not learning. What will happen to you?
Yeah, what has happened to you? And understand, even that doll is not you.
Neither Lakshmi nor Narayan nor Ram nor Sita claimed their kingdom through war. They battled with Maya at this time. They battled means non-violent war, which means absolutely being that non-violent being that you are. Not Lakshmi Narayan, not Ram Sita. Thank you for these reminders, Sister Madhvi. They're very useful. It is not
It's a
Lakshmi
good.
Narayan.
We can say, sister, before this one also says these things about the sister is sharing, but now it says at least Baba teaching me to have a patience. First, I
Yeah.
have to patience with my own son, this acquired sanskars, whatever comes, and thank you, you showing those one,
Yeah.
observing that one, then able to detach. If I don't recognize, I don't have a patience to see. Because impatient, if I am impatient, I can't see those sanskars.
Yeah, because you become the form of that sanskar.
Exactly.
So this is very good. Now, what's all behind Sister Rupa is sharing is that she's been listening to this for some time now. And what the soul is saying is that I used to have these thoughts of impatience also, that I'm not good enough, I'm not practicing enough. I'm listening to class and I'm still not able to do it 24/7. I should be able to do it all the time. This is another doll talking in your head. Doll of impatience. With Baba, you, the eternal form, see that doll of impatience is also just another doll in your mind. It's not you. Then Baba will immediately show you your eternal form. Look, anything changed about you, child? Look at your eternal form. Isn't it?
In particular, only 1 month back, na, there are so many dolls, and we can imagine 63 births.
Can you
How many,
imagine?
how many dolls and dolls? Matlab,
It's a
we are
doll
not.
show here. It's a real doll show is going on in your mind.
No, but these are the for 63 birds, sister, all the same sanskara. But now at the last one, it's become so firm, it's sticky. Now we have to just remove the glues, separated, because the same sanskara we've been practicing since 63 birth, we are using those same sanskara, but now it's become so firm, just like identify with each and every sanskara. This is me, and forgetted our eternal form.
Because
Absolutely.
now they have to just plus minus, they have to nullify zero state. We have to become, na? They are
Actually,
keeping
you just
coming in.
are. We have to come out of becoming realm of the mind. And we just have to be who we are. Be does not mean that, oh, you will 100% always act according to who you are. No. So being who you are means what? That I'm able to observe all these dolls that are there in me, but I'm not fighting with them. I am now, I've stopped playing with the dolls in my mind. Right? Now I play with Baba, I become more mature.
Baba
Yeah,
gave the beautiful example of the Madhusha doll, the
yeah,
Russian doll.
yeah, the Matrushka dolls. Yeah, absolutely. So now I play with my Baba. Yeah. And I play with his vision. Right? So he's given me now Lakshmi Narayan dolls. So I play with those dolls. That's okay. So I play with those sanskaras. But I'm the being that is the one who has that power. Either you play with Lakshmi Narayan dolls, or you play with Ram Sita dolls, or you play with this last doll, which is multiple dolls of many, many different sanskaras in this one doll. Yeah. But who are you that is playing with all of it? Yeah, never ending dolls. You are not a doll. You're a soul. And inside of you, every thought is acting as a doll. Every sanskara is acting as a doll. That is why it's multiple nahi. It is uncountable dolls in your mind. And the way it manifests is this multiple personality. You know, a disease hai aaj ki duniya mein. They call a psychological disease is there. And it's called a multiple personality disorder. Is it someone else or is it all of us today? This is the multiple personality disorder. Yeah, totally. So Baba is taking us out of that multiple personality disorder to one personality of being like God. That is all Baba is doing. Isn't it? So he first shows me my perfect form and then he shows me, look, there are these sanskaras. There's a sanskara of anger. There's a sanskara of this. This is the property of Ravan. Now make Baba's treasures your own. You keep Ravan's property carefully with yourself and you lose the things that the Father has given you. Why? Why? Because Baba, they feel too much like me. What to do? This feel too much like me. This doll says no, that oh, I am listening to the class morning and evening and still I forget at times. This is a doll, don't own it. Thought doll. These dolls are made of thoughts, don't own them. These are multiple personalities in you. This is the sanskaras. These are all these different personalities. You have lived for 63 parts. They are all manifesting through this one body today. You know? So that's why Baba is saying that why do you do that? You have love for Ravan? Do you like Ravan or do you like the father? Huh? Who do you like? Baba, no? Or do you like your thinking thought so much, which is constantly discontent with its practicing person?
Not at
So
all.
one is a main is attention disorder. Is attention because whatever, for example, listening or reading the Murli, our attention is not on that one listening or reading, but our mind is going somewhere else. But that's the reason not imbibing, just reading for a namesake. That's it. So this is attention disorder is very big, deceiving the
ADH. Ah,
yes.
yeah, that's also personality within us.
Yeah.
Either soul can even observe that ADH personality within me. ADD, what do you call it? Attention
Yeah,
deficit.
attention disorder. This is
ADD and then schizophrenia and multiple personality. All of this is the personality with
bipolar.
bipolar. Everything is there in the soul. ADHD, sorry. Yeah, ADHD. Thank you. So all of this is in the soul today. These are all the personalities you are seeing within you. Yeah. Isn't it bipolar sometimes very happy and sometimes suddenly very sad? Why? Bipolar. These are the personalities in the form of thoughts within me. And that is why Baba is saying, do not believe anything except what I tell you. Know your eternal form. So what Shalini was just sharing, no? That mind says, this doll in the mind says, oh, you're not doing as well as the others. I'm feeling so lonely, I'm feeling so sad, or I'm feeling so happy sometimes, and I'm feeling so contented sometimes. Some days are so good, some days are not so good. This is a practicing person. Can you, the being, see this is all an activity within me? Yeah. This is being conscious as a soul now. Yeah. This is being conscious as a soul. True. So Baba is saying that, where did that line go? Huh. So all of you are saying this in your minds, are you not? However, the things said by the one you like would be written in your hearts with the ink of conviction. Not in your minds, in your hearts. If Baba has told you you're thoughtless and bodiless and storyless, then that is who you are. You're the observer of even the practicing person. And practicing person is bound to feel sometimes happy, sometimes sad, sometimes disheartened, sometimes filled with enthusiasm. Sometimes fear of some service, sometimes fear of failure, sometimes happiness of success. This is a person in you playing right now. But do you know yourself beyond it, your form of light? Right? Like I've shared many times, right? Many times this soul feels a certain sense of a pull of gravity from this particular thought. What will we do in the class today? And this thought just, if I, the being, am not aware, it just pulls me down in 1 second. And I immediately, because now seeing this constantly, for so many years now, I've been seeing this. Now what happens is, as soon as this thought comes, earlier it would be 100% taking over me. I would still sit in the class. And Sister Rupa probably know because she's been there for a while. But I would still sit in the class. And I would say, I don't know. This doer is talking in the mind. And I don't even know what to do with this doer. I surrender. I'm sitting. Take over. All I know is I'm not sitting here to take any pleasure from this class. I'm sitting here to do my own seva. I can't handle the doer. The doer is to be handled by you. All I know, there's a doer constantly talking as though it is doing service. And there needs to be a certain outcome to the service. Yeah? True? This fear used to grip me so much earlier. I would say it's not gone fully, and I'm not trying to make it go away also. I'm just paying more attention to who I am, and I can observe the doer separate from Baba. With Baba, I can see the doer separate from me. That is all. And then I just sit. Does that make sense? Because this doer identity is a practitioner identity. And that is one of the biggest bondages. I would say the last bondage, to be severed. Doer of my self-realization also. No, Baba is giving you salvation. You can't give yourself any salvation. Don't even try too hard. Just be who you are with Baba and let Baba take care. Baba, I can see I'm not going to be deceived by it. Yes, this doer identity doesn't want me to come and sit in the class today. I let Baba know. But I know my Anadi Swarup. That's all I know. My Anadi Swarup. And my Anadi Swarup, I know I do nothing. I'm beyond actions, beyond doing, beyond being. This is who I am. I'm present for you. Use as you want. I'm ready for failure and I'm ready for anything you want. Success or failure doesn't touch me. You use me as you want. If it's not going well, the class, I can only tell you one thing. I can be with you and I can be who I am, total happiness. That is all. Having this very small conversation with Baba before entering the class. Yeah? Whatever ego has learned and known, I want you to make sure it is forgotten so that you can take over. Whatever ego has learned and known all these years. Yeah? So allow Baba to really take over your life. Don't be the doer of your life. Let him take over.
We can see this photograph again and again and again whenever we can put in our room like this.
Yeah.
And that will help
Absolutely.
also.
Absolutely, it will. Yeah, give reins to Baba of everything. Nothing can ever go wrong in the drama. So what's the fear? Can anything ever be wrong in the drama? Total nishcha and trust. Let's say you go do some seva and nobody likes it. So what? Does it change your truth in any way? No. The word drama says it all, just a play. You are beyond the success and the failure of your personhood. Yeah? So Baba is saying, and we will finish it then. However, the things said by one you like would be written in your hearts with the ink of Nishchay. When someone is under the influence of Ravan's sanskars and yet continues to say that he has a lot of love for Baba, Baba would ask, "How much love do you have, child?" He would reply, "Even greater than the sky." Then the father is happy to hear that the child is so innocent. Nevertheless, Baba says, the father promised all the soul's children that because you said Baba and my Baba, because you said this even once from your hearts, then even though you forget Baba in between, it is because you said my Baba from your hearts once that the Father also says, whatever you are, however you are mine. This is the mercy of God's heart because He knows you are not your part. And He knows this is fixed part in you. Yeah? So if you believe yourself to be the doer and then taking all the burden of the seva and of all the doing in your life as a role, mother, father, brother, sister, whatever you believe yourself to be, if you believe yourself to be that and take all the responsibility on yourself as that, oh my dear soul child, I still love you. Why? Because you have recognized me and with your heart once. You have loved me. And Baba knows each one is bound by their part. So he doesn't hold anything against you. Can I also like Baba? This is the way Baba loves. Can I also love every being like that? That they are pure existence, the way Baba sees them. They are bound by their part. They don't have a choice. Until they know God, nobody has a choice to play the part than what they are playing as. And even after knowing God, you in a way still are bound by that bigger part that you have. Until I truly know I am just an eternal being and nothing more. Nothing more than that. Just an eternal being. No thought and no story of that thought can ever define me. Yeah? That's what Baba is saying. Baba has to take you back. Baba simply wants you to go as brides, not as part of the wedding procession. So beautiful. All of you are very happy to hear this. You're even laughing at yourselves. And this is another beautiful aspect of Baba as a teacher. I really like it. He knows each soul's eternal form. He knows each soul is bound by its part. And yet, he motivates every soul to know his highest potential in its eternal form. And this is the way we also live with each other. We know each soul is like God, yet we know each soul is bound by their part. And yet, with that understanding, we come into action and allow them to have Baba's knowledge from Baba directly, without any expectations from them, knowing they will only take as much as it is bound by their part. And yet, you see their highest potential like God does. This is Baba in action as a teacher. He's teaching us how to be an instrument. Right? Like this one today, somehow internally, I've never do this, but somehow I was just sitting and there was this feeling, no, I want to call the souls who are playing the roles of daughter. Right? And I said, can you both sit and come and sit here? So they both came and sat. And it's like Baba and I are together, and I'm like, you have called them here. What do you want to talk to them about, right? And then we started talking, and I said, they said, okay, so what do you want to tell us? I said, I want to tell you something. And they said, what do you want to tell us? So they were listening intently. I said, do you know what times in the world are today? There's a dark and the night, there's a night and the day, and both are equally important. Without the day, there's no night. Without the night, there's no day. They said, yes. So I said, you know what? Each one of us has darkness and lightness within each one of us. And they understand this now, yeah? Because they kind of are quite aware of these things now. So we started talking, and they said, why are you telling us this? I said, because so that you can accept whatever is happening in the world outside and in your inner world whatever is happening, you can come from that place of acceptance that day and night, angel and demon is inside of you. You are neither. You are that being that has an angel and demon in you. If you can accept that angel and demonic part within you, you can accept each one outside as they are. And you will stop trying to control life, but you will embrace life as it is. So then the other one, the older one, said to this one, yeah, you know what I see nowadays? In Brazil, they have this Jesus Christ standing with open arms on the mountaintop. There is a statue of Jesus Christ standing with open arms in Brazil, in, I think, Rio de Janeiro, in Brazil. They have this statue of Jesus Christ standing on a mountaintop with open arms. So the older one said, yeah, nowadays, whenever things don't go my way, I just stand like this, like Jesus Christ. And I see that, and I'm like, okay, I embrace whatever comes. So it's like you can share. It's not like you're not sharing, but it will come very naturally. You're not planning. It wasn't planned, oh, I have to make them sit and talk. Things naturally happen, naturally emerge, actions naturally take place. You just be with Baba and your drama is already there. It will unfold as it is supposed to. And in that, you did nothing because he didn't plan it. Yeah? You just need to pay attention to your eternal truth. Don't worry what action has to take place. Just pay attention to your eternal truth. Actions will unfold, words will pour out, things will happen. Yeah? Okay. All right. That is what Baba is saying. This is Baba's sanskar. Baba doesn't plan what to say. He knows that which is there in him is already pouring out the way it's supposed to. So we just have to see Baba, how he is. And then we just have to know being like he is the right way of who I am. Yeah, your eternal form again and again. And for that, know God as God is. He's giving us all these clues in the Murli. Yeah? Okay. All right. Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Baba.
Thank you.
You, Baba.
Thank you, Baba. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.
Thank you, Baba.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.